Have you ever wondered how the world around us works? From the way planets move, to how buildings stand tall, to how your favorite apps make decisions. Algebra plays a key role in all of these. Algebraic expressions are like the language of these fields. Let us see some examples. In physics, algebra helps describe the laws that govern our universe, like gravity and motion. In economics, algebra helps in understanding money, like calculating interest or profits. In
engineering,
algebra is used to design and analyze structures, circuits, and control systems. In computer science, algebra is the backbone of programming, helping computers make decisions. But just like in life, shorter is better. Simplifying algebraic expressions makes them easier to work with, reduces mistakes, and saves time. By learning how to simplify terms, you are not just solving math problems, you are learning a valuable skill that's used in the real world. Let us dive into the world of algebra and learn how to simplify terms. Ready to get started? Arithmetic deals with numbers. We perform four main operations in arithmetic: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In arithmetic, we also apply various laws, such as the commutative, associative, and distributive laws to these numbers. Algebra is a lot like arithmetic. It follows all the rules of arithmetic, but with a new element, the unknown. In algebra, we use symbols to represent unknown values. These symbols are often small alphabets. For example, X is like a placeholder for a number we don't know yet. These unknowns are called variables. Since variables take the place of numerals, they behave the same way when we perform operations with them. So remember, arithmetic and algebra are closely related. In algebra, we use variables to represent unknown values, and these variables follow the same rules as numbers in arithmetic. 3 times 3 can be written as 3 squared, right? In the same way, we can write x times x as x squared. X times x is written as x cubed. Do you know what x to the power of 4 is? Yes, x to the power of 4 is x times x times x times x. You can see that in each step, x is multiplied. In other words, each step involves multiplying by an additional x. When we reverse the process, x is divided. So if we go from x to the power 4 to x cubed to x squared, in each step, x is divided out. So when we divide x times x by x, we get x, which is x to the power 1. So anything to the power 1 is
the number itself.
So when we divide x by x, we get 1, which is x to the power of 0. So anything to the power of 0 is 1. We will see more about indices in the next video. In algebra, a constant is a fixed value. Unlike variables which can change, a constant always stays the same. For example, the number 5 is a constant because it doesn't change. The variable x can change, but 5 will always be 5. Now you know what a constant and a variable are. Next, you should know what a term is. Terms are made up of two parts, the number part and the variable part. These parts are multiplied or divided together. These two parts are written next to each other with no multiplication sign because we might get confused with the variable x and the multiplication symbol. Remember, 5 can be written as 5x to the power 0 and x can also be written as 1 times x. In other words, a term is either a number, a letter, or a collection of numbers and letters multiplied or divided together. We always write the number part first and then the variable part. The variable part should also be written in alphabetical order. N times 5 is always written as 5n, not n5. Similarly, yx6 is written as 6xy. Variables can be made up of one or more variables that are raised to a power. An expression is a combination of many terms. An algebraic expression is made up of one or more terms joined together by plus or minus signs. Let us look at some examples. For example, the expression 3x plus 5 has two terms, 3x and 5. Now let's look at the expression 5x minus 2t plus 7. This expression has three terms, 5x, minus 2t and 7. Finally, let's examine the expression a squared minus 2a plus 4x minus 5. This expression has 4 terms: a squared minus 2a, 4x and minus 5. Every term has a plus or minus sign attached to the front of it. If there is no sign in front of the first term, it means there is an invisible plus sign. In the expression 3x squared plus x minus 5, the last two terms don't have both a number part and a variable part respectively. So the expanded form of the expression is 3x squared plus 1x minus 5x to the power 0, which simplifies to 3x squared plus x minus 5. When writing algebraic expressions, we try to shorten or simplify the expression as much as possible. To simplify, if it has the same variable part, it can be combined. This is called combining like terms. Like terms have identical variable parts. For example, 2x and 3x, 5ax and 7ax, 10n and n by 2. If the variable parts are different in any way, they are not like terms. These are called unlike terms. For example, 5a and 2b, 2ry and 3xz, 7m squared and 7m. To simplify an algebraic expression made up of all the terms, just add or subtract them. Only like terms can be added or subtracted. Unlike terms cannot be added or subtracted. Now let's simplify some expressions. Let's simplify the expression r plus r plus r plus r. We add up all the r's. Therefore, r plus r plus r plus r simplifies to 4r. Let's simplify the expression 2s plus 3s minus s. So, 2s plus 3s becomes 5s and 5s minus s becomes 4s. So, to simplify an algebraic expression with a mixture of different letters and numbers, you combine like terms. To simplify, follow these steps. Put bubbles around each term. Be sure to capture the plus or minus sign in front of each term. Therefore, you can move the bubbles in the best order so that like terms are together. Now combine the like terms. 7x minus x is 6x and 3 minus 2 is 1. So 7x minus x plus 3 minus 2 simplifies to 6x plus 1. The negative number rules also apply to algebra, so make sure you learn them. For addition, same sign, add the numbers and keep the sign. Different signs, subtract the smaller number from the larger and keep the sign of the larger number. To subtract, use the add the opposite method. Number 1, keep the sign of the first number. Number 2, change the subtraction sign to addition. Number 3, change the sign of the second number to its opposite. Now, add as usual. Let's check your understanding with some practice problems. Let's simplify 5 minus minus 4. When you subtract a negative number, it is the same as adding its positive counterpart. Therefore, 5 minus of minus 4 simplifies to 9. Let's simplify minus x plus minus y. When you add a negative number, it is the same as subtracting its positive counterpart. So, minus x plus of minus y simplifies to minus x minus y. Use these rules when multiplying or dividing. Plus plus makes plus, plus minus makes minus, minus plus makes minus, minus minus makes plus. Let's simplify minus 2 times 3. When you multiply a negative number by a positive number, the result is negative. So, minus 2 times 3 equals minus 6. Now let's simplify minus 4p divided by minus 2. When you divide a negative number by another negative number, the result is positive. So, minus 4p divided by minus 2 simplifies to plus 2p.